and I am opening this space for us today through the blessings and knowledge and high vibrational energy beings that are here for our highest good. Thank you. Thank you. I've realized recently that I'll put my glasses on. I can see more, but I'll leave them off for now until I need them. That I had the realization that this is, as we agreed, this is 5D. There's 3D. Sometimes you're down in that in the world there. But as there is 5D, we know there's higher dimensions as well. And everything is a vibration. So my understanding that, there's things that I just know. How, why, don't know. Just blessed with this knowledge, clear knowing, is that in a human body, we cannot vibrate high enough to be on the level communing with God directly, which is why I believe there are the other frequencies that are kind of higher than us, but not high as God. So as I can move from 3D to 5D, so can Metatron move from, as the voice of God, move from being in 7D, where other angels and high vibrational beings are at, and God as being the voice of God. So these kind of levels allow us to increase our vibration without going so high that we harm ourselves or our bodies. So in this 5D space, we are raising the energy. I am so happy to be here with you all today. Always in this space, we are happy, open, and accepting of miracles in all aspects of our life. And in this space, I am so happy that we have high vibrational energies holding this space for us. I can tell you, oh, Salon, how are you? Hi. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Aiden. I'm glad people are here. We are in this space together to raise our vibrations collectively. Hello. New official. I like that. Hi, Leanna Spear. Leanna. I know another Leanna too. That's kind of like an interesting name. I like it. When I was growing up, my name was very uncommon. It's more common now, but I don't share it. You'll have to find it out yourself. This is your first time, Aiden? Hey, how are you doing? So I just want to let you know, in this space, what we are doing is kind of raising our vibration. I know that I am an Earth Angel. That's not a title I gave myself. It was given to me by others. I'm glad you're doing good. So my whole job in life, my purpose and path, is to kind of be here, be seen, show people that there's another level to life. Happiness is your choice, and I know that's not easy because that's a choice that I have to make too every day as humans. I'm squinting to see your name. Aiden. Okay, that's cool. Yep, that's good. Visund. Is that right? I am not. I'm not in India, but I guess there's a lot of people here that come through from India, but probably it's just a numbers game, right? There's 1 billion people in India. Of course, some of them are going to be on my channel. What part of India are you from? I have traveled there. I went to Mumbai and Hyderabad and New Delhi, and I was so blessed to see the Taj Mahal. That was amazing. Yes, so also in this space, know that here, this is like the start. That's what I like to say. This is like the seed, right? Seeing me, being in this vibration, in this space, being open to miracles that surround us literally all the time, every moment of every day. That's how you get magic and miracles in your life. You have to first see what's already here that's magical and amazing. Like, we got snow on Sunday, I guess, and it was about like, it was enough that everything was covered in snow. It was like, I'm trying to think like in centimeters instead of feet. So I would say it was about 10 centimeters, maybe something like that. I don't know, but it was good and fun. I love the snow. I love the snow. And I know that's like, I don't know, sometimes when I tell people that, it feels like a hot take, because a lot of people are like, no, I don't like the snow. I'm like, it is a miracle. How? It's such a miracle because of water and the hydrogen bonding that's there. Because my degree's in chemistry, I kind of look at the world through that perspective, that if it wasn't made that way, we would not even be here. Wouldn't be possible. Because if ice sank in water, then the whole ocean would be frozen over time. Because ice floats, the water can flow underneath. Because there's a water cycle. Literally things that we are made of and need every single day, right? We are made of water. We need water. We'll die if we don't have water in 3 days. And it literally comes out of the sky. Like, that in itself is a miracle that you can embrace, that we get what we need. Always. Always. And when you start believing that, it took me almost a decade to start believing that everything is always okay. Everything is positive. I'm at the right place at the right time. Putting my trust in my path. It takes time. It does. Because there's belief and then there's knowing. And the belief part is where you then experience the things that lead you to the knowing part. So saying everything's okay and then going through difficult things and seeing that it is okay gives you the knowledge rather than just the belief. And there's nothing like, if ever any of you are feeling down, there is nothing like seeing yourself and your accomplishments through an outsider's perspective. One kind of way to do that is like write a bio for yourself, as if you were going to be giving a presentation, like all of the things that you have, you know, accomplished, that you are great at, that, you know, is important for for everyone to receive. It's what you have to offer. It's just awesome. And it's like more and more synchronicities in the chat that I'm seeing, like 4 users, 4 likes. Awesome. 4, that's all about stability. That's all about consistency. I love it. I love it. And oh, I'm so excited because my holiday days off are coming. So this is my last full week of work. And on days off, I really, really want to do a little bit longer lives as well. At least check in on the days that aren't officially holidays. Probably, but who knows? Maybe I'll just do a live and we'll talk by the Christmas tree. I don't know. I don't know. And that's the funnest thing about life, right? Is that maybe you don't know. And things can surprise you. And if you look and if you think, there are miracles all around us all the time. It's really beautiful. The other thing that I love doing that really like helps bring up my vibration beyond just like the usuals of like moving your body, dancing, exercise, all of those things you do to like raise your vibration and transmute energies into the higher levels, you know. So like if you're really mad, going for a run or exercising kind of helps you transmute that energy. sometimes I forget where I'm going with things. And that used to be upsetting to me, but now I realize if it's important, it will come back. And sometimes I have these thoughts, but they're not the right time to share, which is why, they disappear. Oh my goodness. There is a question here. Favorite kind of soup? That's hilarious. For this time of year, soup is perfect. I like making lentil soup. I don't know why we're talking about this right now. And I'm just doing a lot of this, which means I'm processing a lot of energy. There's something in here. We're going to clear that out. I don't know who this is. And I don't think it's someone in here right now. I think it's someone who's coming in the future to be watching this. Very big energy. Very big, heavy, comforting, grounding energy. It feels good. So the other thing that we love to do here, besides celebrating high vibrational energy, is to honor miracles and blessings by giving thanks and giving thanks and requesting more, right? That's kind of like the key I've found to getting things is being grateful for what you already have. You see how much you already have. You're very abundant. Therefore, your energy starts to align with abundance when you truly feel that, because you see it and you know it. Belief and then the knowledge, right? There's a belief and there's a knowing. Let me share one thing with you. If there's ever any kind of difficult or challenging thing you're working on, say it's like an illness, a financial situation, work and career, friendship, any of those things, when you see and acknowledge what's already around you, it's easier to get more and more. It's much easier to get more and more. And so some of the things that I do daily to raise my vibration is to look around me, sincerely be present on my travels, to see those people whose whole role or purpose is the safety, cleanliness, the things that uphold our society, right? So garbage truck drivers and people who work on garbage trucks, I'm always praying for them because I want my garbage to be taken. I want them to be healthy and happy, every time. All the crossing guards and bus drivers for the school kids, I give thanks and pray for their safety and focus and their resilience and health, so that they're still there doing their part, that the role that they're playing is so fundamentally important, to give thanks and acknowledge that there's so many people every day doing the right things that allow us to have and live in this society that we're at, right? We don't want garbage on the street. Thank God for garbage men, right? We don't want to be hungry. Thank God for the truck drivers who bring the food to the supermarket. Thank God for the farmers. Thank God for the people who picked it. We're hitting this topic again where it's we cannot even fathom the entire connectedness of us and how we are connected and how everybody plays their role to go from an idea to a product or a service or a food or an experience. it's mind-boggling. I don't think any human brain can comprehend, because it's just too much. Our brains are, you know, we're all evolved for different living than where we are living currently, but I think that some of that has really been changing over the last decade or two, and a lot of it has to do with the kind of upward understanding of neurodivergency, and kind of how sometimes those skills are more apt to how we are actually living day to day. So being able to, I truly feel that being able to absorb a lot of information and then take some kind of clarity or lesson from that is something that is so important. And while that kind of can be offboarded to AI, that really is going to be like, it's one of the good qualities that will work in any situation, right? If you can see a lot of information and find a pattern, if you can even consider that a pattern might be there, and then how to measure it, there you go. There you go. Water break. Stay hydrated, everybody. If there are new followers or likes and stuff like that, I'm not always very consistent, but it's always very fun. And there's plenty of content I have of my channel. A lot of them is shorts, and those are generally like stuff I find in nature that is amazing and want to share, or something with my cats, different views of New York City because I'm around there, yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'm starting to feel like it's getting close to time to close the circle. But I keep all of my lives public so you can watch them. In the description, I have my email so you can contact me. And also, I have a Cash App if you're called, but if you're called to give, okay, just know that I'm more than fine. So please don't feel like you need to give me money. I got plenty, which is why I'm here, being the way shower of, hey, it's all okay. You can be at the right place at the right time all the time. Belief and experience leads to knowledge and outcomes. And then you learn what works for you and what doesn't. And sometimes it just takes time, right? There's a lot to be said for consistency and time. And I am fully in my midlife, and I don't think my brain has really accepted yet that this is where I'm at, right? Like I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40. And it's gonna just keep going up and up. But somehow in my mind, I'm still like somebody who just wants to have fun. High energy. What's happening? Let's check it out. Crunch the leaves. Make a snow angel. Like all these kind of random things that just pop into my head, and I love to do them. Like I'm so grateful for that, because even though it may seem random and weird, for the most part, all of that is like intuition. And if it's something doesn't come directly out of it, but it's just something that you like to do, it's like spirit is telling me like, oh, hey, this is gonna raise your vibration. This is something that, you know, is silly and you love to do, like all of those kind of things. And I give massive thanks to people whose whole job requires some kind of energy and experience and effort that cannot be like happy and fun, right? There's people who do jobs that are, just not great, right? Like it's great that we have the military. It's sometimes like maybe these things are necessary, true, and I don't necessarily have anything against them. Let's shift to something else. So think like what do I want to say? Sorry. There are people who have serious jobs for a reason, and I'm just grateful that their job and their ability to be serious allows me to be able to be frivolous and ridiculous and basically like 19 years old in my energy and demeanor, but a lot more experience than that. And I think it's actually like really beautiful too that I can still be so carefree after the experiences that I had. And now I'm starting to feel like I want to cry, and I don't necessarily think that that's my energy. And it's okay to be sad. Sad things happen. The most important thing in those times, in my opinion, is to accept, and I just heard to grieve, and to know that it will pass. It will pass too. Right? The good times, the bad times, right? They're both about the same amount of time. How we think about what's happening is what makes it one way or the other. Alright, I have an event I have to go to tonight. I'm so happy I had this little bit of time together. Thank you all for joining me. Really appreciate the opportunity to share energy with you. And know that you yourself is a miracle, and everything around you happening every day is pretty much a miracle too. And try to be present. I know that's a struggle for me sometimes. Sometimes I think and ruminate too much about things that probably aren't even true, and I have to try to talk to my brain logically and be like, that's not real, that's not true. I only feel that way right now, or I haven't always felt that way. It's like I have to be cautious and pay attention to what my mind is doing, where it is wandering, and the things that it is thinking, because those are my beliefs of myself and fundamentally underlie the general vibration and feeling that you have. So, yeah. Don't always listen to your mind. It doesn't always tell you the truth. Listen to that still small voice. Listen to the things that make you feel good. Do those ridiculous inspired actions like stomping through the leaves, making angels in the snow, doing the things that make you happy on a fundamental level. Seek those out. They'll find you. You can find them. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I hope I see you all again soon. And if not, just know that in this moment and for every moment in the future that we connect, energy exchange, and I hope it's super positive for you. and I hope I see you again. All right, I gotta go. Keep being awesome, y'all. Bye.